Is America about to take the most dramatic turn of the entire Ukraine war? A turn that could redraw borders, shift global power, and leave Europe facing a crisis it never imagined? A message from inside Trump circle has shaken Washington, and the world is watching. The international community was caught off guard after a striking message emerged from the Doha Forum, one that may signal the biggest shift in U.S. foreign policy since the war began. For the first time, a prominent voice close to the Trump administration delivered a bold warning that Washington's support for Ukraine may not be as permanent as many assumed. Speaking with unusual frankness, Donald Trump Jr. accused Ukraine's government of long-standing internal problems that have weakened the country's wartime resilience. He pointed to repeated corruption scandals, stalled reforms, and leadership instability, elements he believes are slowing Ukraine's ability to effectively challenge Russia on the battlefield. He also criticized President Volodymyr Zelensky, describing him as a highly skilled communicator who successfully gained Western sympathy but has struggled to deliver internal accountability. According to Trump Jr., Kiev's leadership became more of a Western emotional symbol than a politically stable partner. His comments highlighted recent corruption investigations inside Ukraine, scandals that led to the resignation of key figures from Zelensky's inner circle. While Zelensky himself has not been implicated, the political fallout has raised global concerns about Ukraine's internal strength. But then came the most explosive claim. Trump Jr. suggested that President Donald Trump could step back from Ukraine entirely if Kiev refuses to negotiate a peace deal, even if that peace involves concessions to Moscow. For diplomats and security analysts, this was not just talk. It was a message that American support, long considered unshakable, may soon hinge on Ukraine's willingness to negotiate. Trump Jr.'s remarks instantly triggered intense debate across European capitals. Many leaders fear that if the United States retreats, even partially, Europe may be forced to carry a burden it is neither politically unified nor militarily prepared to handle. For years, Washington has been Ukraine's single largest provider of weapons, intelligence, and financial support. Without that backing, Ukraine, already facing ammunition shortages and political pressure, could quickly find itself at a breaking point. Analysts warn that a shift in U.S. policy could embolden Moscow. Russia may interpret America's hesitation as a sign that Ukraine's resistance is weakening, potentially encouraging more aggressive military moves along the front lines. Meanwhile, European nations are scrambling to understand the implications. Some believe that if Trump wins the next U.S. election, a rapid diplomatic push for a ceasefire could follow, one that prioritizes American interests over Ukrainian territorial demands. Others fear that such a deal could freeze the conflict and leave Ukraine's borders permanently altered. Inside Ukraine, reactions have been mixed. Government officials stress that they will not accept territorial loss, while citizens worry that international political shifts may determine the fate of their country more than battlefield outcomes. Amid this uncertainty, Trump Jr.'s message stands as the clearest sign yet that Washington may be preparing for a new strategic direction, one that could dramatically reshape the war's future. As global leaders react to Trump Jr.'s comments, one question now dominates international discussions. Is the United States preparing to redefine its role in the Ukraine conflict? President Trump has not issued an official statement on the matter yet, but the signals from his inner circle suggest that a major policy reevaluation may already be underway. If Kiev refuses to consider a negotiated settlement, U.S. support may shift from military aid to diplomatic pressure, a move that could force Ukraine into difficult decisions. For Ukraine, the stakes could not be higher. The country is battling both external threats and internal political challenges. Without steady military assistance and financial backing from Washington, Ukraine could face significant setbacks on the battlefield. Europe, too, stands at a crossroads. A reduction in American involvement would mean Europe must rapidly strengthen its own defenses, prepare for new security realities, and possibly open direct negotiations with Moscow. The world is now watching closely. Trump Jr.'s message was not just a personal opinion. It may be the opening chapter of a new U.S. strategy, one that could redefine the war, shift alliances, and reshape global power dynamics for years to come. If you want more updates, deep analysis, and breaking developments on global conflicts, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Stay informed and stay ahead of the story.